Welcome to Baikumi. Today we're making tonkatsu, a breaded pork cutlet that is both popular and a family favorite. For you cooking purists, you will notice that we're going to replace the more common method of using flour and egg with a rice flour batter. This trick makes for a lighter and crispier tonkatsu than you would find in a restaurant. Let's go. The ingredients today: pork tenderloin, rice flour, not glutinous rice flour, purchases from an Asian market. Bob's Red Mill isn't as finely ground and will seem gritty. Non-dairy substitute or milk or water in a pinch. Panko, the Japanese breadcrumbs. Salt, diamond crystal is my favorite. Black pepper. Garlic powder. Oil for frying, my favorite is refined coconut oil. And for serving, katsu sauce. You can buy this at any Asian market or make your own. To do this, you will need 1/4 cup ketchup, 1 to 2 teaspoons Worcestershire sauce. The measurements are a guideline. Adjust according to your taste. For the tools, 2 large plates, 1 for seasoning the pork and 1 for breading the pork. Wax paper if you need to layer the breaded pork. Cutting board and knife, 2 bowls, 1 for batter and 1 for panko, chopsticks or a fork to help with breading, flatware soup spoon for measuring rice flour, cooking chopsticks or tongs for frying, skimmer with resting plate, heavy gauge pot for frying, baking sheet, paper towels to line the baking sheet, cooling rack that fits inside, serving plate. Time to slice the pork. Remove any extra fat or gristle from the pork. Slice thinly, about 1/4 inch thick. Thinner slices are easier and faster to fry. Now lay the pieces on a plate. Try not to overlap. If you find any thick slices, try to flatten by cutting into it a bit. Lightly season the pork with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Do this on both sides. Okay, time to bread the pork. Place 3 heaping spoonfuls of rice flour in 1 bowl. Mix with about 1/4 cup of liquid. I'm using oat milk. Work towards a pancake batter consistency. Adjust with more liquid or rice flour if needed. Pour panko in the other bowl. Take 1 piece of pork. Dip in the batter to coat both sides. Let the batter drain a bit. Now place in the panko bowl. Sprinkle some panko on top and gently press down. Continue to do this until the pork is nicely covered. Now this piece is finished. Set aside on the plate. Continue with the remaining pieces. If the plate fills up with 1 layer, cover with a sheet of wax paper. Now you can start laying more breaded pork on top. Time to make more batter. A little too thin, I needed more rice flour. You can see here the batter was a little thin. Not as much panko stuck to the outside. I thickened the batter with a little bit more rice flour. A bit messy, but we're done. It's time to fry. Fill the pot with oil, enough to be about 1 inch deep. Turn on the stove to medium-high. I'm covering my back burner with an extra baking sheet. This catches splattered oil and makes for easier cleanup. Also prepare a baking sheet with paper towels and a cooling rack. Check the oil after a few minutes. Drop 1 piece of panko in the oil. The oil should bubble quickly. Definitely not ready yet. Let's redo the panko test. Okay, the oil is ready. Add the pork carefully into the oil with chopsticks or tongs. Don't overcrowd. Be sure no pieces stick to the bottom of the pot. Fry the cutlets on both sides. Continue to watch and flip the pork over when necessary. When fully cooked and nicely golden, remove from the oil and let drain. Now, continue frying the remaining pieces. Be sure to remove the loose panko from the oil, otherwise it will blacken and burn. We're done. Turn off the stove. Remove the pot from the hot burner to cool safely. Enjoy! Thanks so much for watching, and as always, for more information or a printable recipe, visit bykumi.com. And don't forget to share your photos. We'll see you again next week. じゃあね!